Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Nishita Agarwal, and let's connect on Instagram. My Instagram handle is popping up on your screen right now. Let's just get into this video because this video is such a highly requested video. Anybody who starts their Instagram journey, their social media journey, they just want to know one single thing, and that is, how do you really make money? How do you really get the dollars coming in? How do you really roll in the money, the cash inflow, and how do you really just get to work? So let me just start this video by firstly saying, and I know so many of you are gonna be like so sad after hearing this, but I just have to break this myth for you right now. Followers are not equal to money. I'll repeat that for you. Followers are not equal to money or customers or sales or leads or anything like that. This one thing is such an important one. It doesn't matter if you have 20k followers or 40k followers, if those followers are not really getting, you're not really getting money from them, you're not getting leads from them, that's a waste of an audience. I really want to tell you this very simply, that you only get money when you talk to people. I think I just simplified the entire formula for you, and this is not how simple it looks like, but this is me telling you that you don't really get money just by followers. Followers are never equal to sales, never equal to money. You really need to have a funnel in place. So let me just tell you very simply how people, or how I earn money from Instagram specifically. So what you really need to understand is there are three kind of people who can earn money on Instagram. One, a coach or a service provider. Second, if you're a business, if you have a product, or third, if you are an influencer. So these are three kind of people, three kind of things that you could be getting into if you really want to earn money from Instagram, social media, anything. What Instagram basically does is it exposes you to a large volume of people. And I'll repeat this. What Instagram basically does is that it exposes you to a large community of people. So what you can do is you can monetize that very large audience. Now, don't get me wrong, you cannot not and you just cannot earn money out of followers. It doesn't matter if you have 20,000 followers, 600,000 followers, or just 600 followers. It really doesn't matter. What really matters is who you are, what your niche is, how you are interacting, and how you're able to talk to one-on-one basis to people, and how you're able to make them buy from you. This is the process which really gets the money. Now, this is gonna look a little different for influencers, because what influencers basically do is that they work with brands, they work with companies, and they actually do something known as affiliate marketing. So every single time you buy a product, they get a margin, a cut from it. So that's a completely different thing. They don't do a one-on-one thing, but those are the two kind of things that you could be getting into and really making money out of this. So what I really wanted to do in the second part of this video is just tell you some niches that you could get into if you're very new and get money into your pockets. The very first thing that you can be doing to earning money on any social media platform is to become a social media manager. Now, what a social media manager basically does is that they manage the social media accounts for businesses, for companies, or for coaches, or anybody. Like, could be influencers as well, right? So what you really have to do then is that you have to curate content, you have to understand the SEO optimization, you have to bring in followers, the engagement, and all of those things. It can also mean that you do the administrative kind of tasks for that account. And believe me, there's so much dollars, just so many people out there literally wanting for themselves a social media manager. So that is one niche that you could be picking up and getting into to make sure that you get the dollars in your pocket. The second niche that you can be picking up if you really want to make money is becoming a copywriter. Well, if you don't know what a copywriter is, the task of a copywriter is to write copies, sales copies, captions, and all of these things, and sales copy and all of these things for coaches or for businesses or for companies. And again, this niche is paid so very well. But what you really need to keep in mind that you really need to have a good idea of how to write a sales copy. You really need to be good at writing these, or else you can't really work out in this niche. But it is a really good high paying niche. The third thing that you can be doing on Instagram to earn money is to monetize your skills. And you heard that right. This one is so much more simpler than the first two ones, because the first two ones really require you to have knowledge, in-depth knowledge about things probably you might not be so familiar with, but this one is all up for your skills. So if you are good at particular things, and I'll just mention them, some few examples right here, but if you are good at something, make sure that figure out how you could be making a product or a service out of it, and then you could be selling that, monetizing that, and earning money. So one of the very famous kind of niches that I have seen on Instagram is to become a food blogger, to open or to open a cloud kitchen. Well, in these times, specifically coronavirus times, it can be a little tricky to get into this niche, but I have seen my own friends really getting into this niche and really doing really well for themselves. So if you're a baker, if you are into cooking some special cuisine or something like that, make sure that you start taking up orders and you could really earn a lot of money from this niche. Second niche that I have seen blowing up in front of me is people who know how to make mandala art. Now, mandala art pieces really go viral on Instagram and all these other places. So if you are an artist, not just mandala art, but any artist, if you can draw people or if you can do sketches or some beautiful scenic sketches or something, then you should start putting up your pieces up on the internet to sell. And yes, this is such a profitable niche. The next niche that I really want to talk about is the crafts one. I have seen so many young, like 16 age or 18 age people do so very well opening up Etsy shops or just having Instagram shops or Facebook shops for themselves, making these cute little handmade things which really blow up. So if you are into this, if you can make these cute craftsy things which can be functional or just aesthetic, then you should really getting into this niche, because this niche is again on a rise right now. Very broad niche or very broad kind of system that you can be taking up if you really want to monetize your Instagram, earn money from Instagram, is by becoming an influencer. And if you are thinking, wait, Nishita, isn't it too hard to become an influencer right now? Or do you think that this is like a good thing that I should be getting into? Well, I completely will say yes, because I have myself trained and coached so many influencers. They're doing great things. Becoming an influencer gives you a lot of power. So if you think that you have something special to bring to the table, and if you can actually do something good for the people, then you should definitely be getting into. The last revenue income or source of income that I really want to talk about when it comes to Instagram is to start your own coaching business. That is something that I'm into and I have loved it. I am 21 and I have my own coaching business, and this has really changed and shaped my life in so many ways. So what is a coaching business? So what actually happens is that you could be having a skill, or you could be having a knack for a certain aspect of life, right? And you can start coaching people and you can start teaching people on how to do this. So let's say you could be a mom coach or a dad coach or a parenting coach or a happiness coach or a wealth management coach or a diabetes coach or probably a nutritionist coach, right? So what you do is primarily that you have the knowledge for it and you teach other people how they could be doing the same for themselves and living a much better, happier life. The best way to understand if you are good enough to become a coach or if you should get into coaching is by asking yourself, Do you like being with people? Do you like talking to people one on one? Do you have the thing in you that you want to teach people or coach people or be with people? If the answers to these are yes, then well, this niche could be really something good to get into, because what you really have to do is be with people, talk to people, and actually train them to have a happier life. And that's it for this video. I hope that this video was really, really something that you really wanted, or something that really helped you, because I always want to create content like this. And that's it. This is Nishita Agarwal signing off for the day. Bye, guys.